Hi, my name is Kieran. I'm from FCI. My question is, you were talking about being confidential report writing, right? Let's say if we are doing about comparison of two identity or two organizations, how are we going to be confidential?
Okay. Good question. That's why most of the time, those examples, you actually get the consent of the organization in writing that they are going to participate, and they are okay if you announce this name, or else it doesn't work at all. You know, so get the consent. I mean, I don't know what area you're going to do, but for example, as an administrator, people asking about the way we run things also, we are quite dodgy, you know, because it will reveal a lot of things. So I don't know if you can get consent. Have you ever tried getting consent? Try first. The second one is to say to them that we'll discount the name of the organization. So you get organization A and B. A is, you can describe things like medium size, how many workers.
Appropriate to just write it A and B with their attributes then?
Yes, a lot of people do that. When you don't get the consent, you do it. Because most organizations will feel a bit skeptical, you know, in case you find something, a skeleton in the cupboard or something, you know, it becomes very difficult to retract. Most people will not like it. And you know, this interesting fact is that most things that we found out is actually accidentally found. What we call incidental findings. You know, one good example is Pavlov. You know the Pavlov, the dogs, he was studying saliva, and he found about how people learn from the dogs. Can you be that? And then Viagra, and it was for heart, and they found for something else. Atomic bomb also, not for making bombs. It was for actually for power generation. So it became something else. So incidental finding. That's why a lot of people, for example, me as a researcher, I always think that, why not give us consent on that? And when I was vice president academic, then I turned down more research because it was a bit too dangerous. So it's quite normal for people to turn down. But researchers will always want it. Any other questions? How are we doing for time?
Okay. Any more questions? Yes, we'll take a few. One.
Well, any other questions? Or something you want to share?
Doctor, when the research design be used for PhD thesis?
Research design?
Can it be at the level of PhD research?
What research design?
If you use questionnaire design for the research, is it considered a good way of research for PhD level?
Yes. In fact, PhD level, we're talking about doing actual research, and questionnaire is part of an actual research. But the number of samples must reflect a serious research. So meaning, the worry is this, at PhD level, masters people seldom, and degree will never take your results seriously. But PhD, some results are actually from PhD and being used to run the world. So that's why they need that to be correct. So when we talk about research size, sample size, only when you need it to be, when sample size matters, then it actually, you have to have the right size for questionnaires. But if, for example, if you're doing historical research, looking at documents, then they're not looking at the number of people you interview or you survey, but it's more of the depth. So yes, a lot of people use questionnaires. So I use questionnaire and interview and data analysis, document analysis So it's part of the three triangulation, three models, three methods. Okay, now it's like auction. No, don't scratch your head because I think you want to ask a question. You know, auctions you're gonna move. So. No, and any other questions? Or something you want to share? No? These qualitative people, you know, they just want to find out what other people are doing. Spies are. Okay, so I think we're done for this.
Okay, thank you Dr. Fauzi for giving the interesting talk on designing questionnaire research. To express our sincere thanks, we will now to present a token of appreciation to Dr. Raja Fauzi.
Okay.